In this brief demonstration, learn how to perform a two-variable sensitivity analysis on your budget. You want to know how? I am here with Philip of Web & Software and the founder of excelmonster.com. Philip, tell us how.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see on your screen now, we've got a budget sheet we'll be sharing with you in a minute when you send us the email after watching this video. And then we've got assumptions here and then a budgeted results. Now, what happens is in most cases, you'd have to go into the cell C3, for example, and have that change to your possible estimated sales growth. Okay, so if I change that to 7% with my eye fixed on C19, you see on your screen it keeps changing. Okay, now what if I wanted to actually toy with two variables, the sales growth and then the COGS change? I'd have to keep changing this anytime and then keep my eye on net income and be writing this in different cells on a sheet of paper. To make this really simple, all you do is to set up your spreadsheet in the format I have below. So over here, all I do is to do equals and then I go for the net income and hit enter. Okay, so that puts here my 342,872.74.82. Now I have across the columns on top of my sensitivity analysis the sales growth, the possible sales growth from 15%. It comes to -2. What if sales is that bad? And I have 0. What if it goes to 3%, all the way to 7? And then across the rows here I have my COGS change. I'm estimating it would be -2.2. What if it keeps it comes down drastically, and that would be better for me, or it even increases or remain at 0, meaning there's no change in the coming year. Now all you have to do is to highlight the entire range. Okay, so I'm going to highlight the entire range from my net value all the way across to the last column and the last row. Okay, so you have the whole range highlighted, and then the next thing of course is to go to the data tab, go to your what if analysis part of the data tools, and then you click on the data table. It's really simple as putting the item you have across the columns as your row input, which in this case when you scroll up you go select your C3 or the sales growth, and then in the column input cell you go for the values you have across your rows, which in this case is our COGS change, and so we go for C4. Now you click OK, and when we scroll down you'd see there goes your sensitivity analysis of projected possible net income based on those two variables. Now the next thing you want to do is to actually see how this plays out to your expectations. And to make it more visible, I would go to the home tab, click conditional formatting, and then have my color skills come up. Okay, you can actually make this look better by going to set the manage rules, and then you set the percentile or the midpoint to 0. So you have that actually show real time the value from 0 to the highest. Now the reason why you want to use this is as you change the items in each of the cells, you actually have them change real time how this forecast is done. So if I have a -5, then if I have a -7, then I can have correct -5, and then we have a -2.2 sales growth. What if it remains at 0%, 5, or even it grows by 10%? So you have them changing real time, and you could also play along your rows right here. So what if it's able to drop by -15%? So you are going to have that really show up real time in your conditional formatting, and that's really cool for me.
Well, Philip has done it again. As always, there is more to learn. To get more of Excel tips, visit www.webandsoftware.com. Thank you very much for coming, and see you again some other time.